Is Dick Clegg, who's the manager of the British team. Good morning to you.
Morning, Emma.
Now, although we're doing very well in the sport, we're not really producing many youngsters these days coming into the sport. Why is that?
I think we've got a problem with video games, computers, and perhaps even nowadays, I think that there's been a resurgence of support for our football teams.
So lots of other distractions.
Yeah, I think that's what the real problem is, that, yes. Albeit that the cost of angling has not created you know, the ease of joining. It is expensive.
In fact,
yes.
if we see Rob here who's fishing, I mean,
yeah.
Tell us about the pole that he's fishing with. How much would that cost?
Well, that pole's going to be sort of 14.5 metres, and at that price it will be retailing at £3,500.
And that's just the pole alone?
That's just the pole.
I mean, he's got lots of other equipment here
True,
as well,
yeah.
hasn't he? So it is very expensive.
It is. I mean, he's got £5,000, but bear in mind he's actually fishing at top level, and so you have to then look at the price of actually starting fishing. And I think perhaps, you know, we can say that £400 or £500 is still needed just to sort of get yourself on the bank. And that obviously then means that the fathers or grandfathers, parents anyway, have got to produce that kind of money. It's a real problem.
Do you think that there was a tradition of fishing in the sense that grandfathers and fathers took their sons, and that's not happening anymore?
Yeah, I mean, this is again one of the problems. But I do feel that the problem really is the cost. And if you can get yourself like with your father, or you can have some hand downs, then everybody can get on the bank. And the one good thing about fishing is that we don't have any problems. You know, there's no problems with supporters, you know, throwing bottles at each other. There's no problem with water, hardly, no, that's right. We have problems catching fish in water, that's the only problem we have, yes.
Although a lot of people try. I mean, more people take part in angling than take part in any other sport.
That's right, it still is the biggest participant sport, and I think we've got somewhere in the region of 2 million anglers. And you know, we would obviously like to see more, and we would like to see more youngsters coming in. You're right about that. That is the big problem. We're trying to sort of educate the people, you know, to involve the kids. And I think once we can get the parents I mean, at the end of the day, if they were anglers, we haven't a problem. Which when they're not anglers, that we have a problem with the parents.
Getting them hooked is the problem.
Right.
Exactly. Thank you very much for talking to us
this
this morning, Dick. Well, I'm very pleased to say that we do actually have the world freshwater fish angler with us today. He's an English champion, as opposed to England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland. Is Alan Scott Horn. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
I'm not coming down that bank. I think it's far too dangerous. I'm going to crouch here. Now, you broke the ice this morning. Now, before I ask you any questions, you did it safely, didn't you? Because we don't want to give the wrong impression.
Yes,
and you know what you're doing.
Very careful.
You were very careful, and you used things to break. You didn't go out on the ice.
No.
Can I ask you, Alan, I mean, you are the world champion. Is it quite frustrating that you're not heralded as a champion? I know in Italy, when somebody wins the title that you've won, they come out into the streets. There are great fanfares and great parades. Now, you didn't get that response in Britain. Is that quite difficult?
No, it's very frustrating actually, because, you know, 25 years in the sport, 25 years of hard work, and, you know, not to get a lot of recognition from it's, you know, not very good really.
Why do you think that is? Because there are so many people who actually take part in the sport. Why don't we see it on television more?
I don't know. It's very, very difficult to put fishing over on television because of, you know, you can't see actual fish. I mean, fish are underneath the water. It's not like snooker or anything like that where you can see the balls on the table. So fishing's rather difficult to put over.
And you think that therefore it doesn't have the same appeal? Obviously it has an appeal to you though.
Oh, it has a big appeal to me. It's like any sport. If you put the amount of effort into it, you get the rewards back.
Well, I know you speak for a lot of people. Thank you very much for talking to us this morning. Well, from a freezing, cold Barnsley, now back to the studio.
Emma, thank you very much indeed. And people do now know his name, Alan Scott Horn. There you are, thousands more know it.